Alright guys, and welcome to my Speedpaint video. What I'm going to be showing you today is how to draw Steven Universe's head in my style. And what my style consists of is basing everything on simple geometric shapes. And as you see in the bottom left corner, Steven's head is roughly a spherical shape with a bump for a cheek. And what I'm going to be doing is my initial sketch, which consists of me roughly redrawing the same shape until I get it right. And as you see right there, I got his head roughly where I wanted it to be. So after doing so, what I'm going to be doing is drawing the cross guides, which are roughly in 3/4 profile. And what those guides are for is to help me essentially figure out where his eyes, nose, and mouth are going to be. And for his eyes are roughly octagonal shapes. So what I'm going to be doing is drawing the left and right ones first. And since it's in 3/4 view, what you want to do is have the left eye, or how it looks on the screen, the right eye, to be at least slightly bigger, which is why I'm transforming it to be slightly longer and bigger. Next, for his nose, I'm keeping it simple, and I'm just going to draw a small L at an angle. As for his mouth, as you can see, it's more or less a simple bean shape. Now, the reason why you're seeing me draw his mouth so many times is so I have plenty of space to work with his teeth and tongue. His teeth is a simple rectangular shape, as for his tongue, it's a simple curved line. What I'm drawing next is his eyebrows and ear. His eyebrows are a square shape with a bit of curve to them, and his ears is his backward C. What I'm going to be working with next is to draw his hair, and his hair is not that hard. What it is a simple repetition of a whole bunch of curved lines until it wraps around to the back of his head, as you see here. And since we're done with the initial sketch, what we're going to be doing is moving on to the final sketch. What the final sketch is also known as inking. And what we're going to be doing from the final sketch is trying to draw everything with purpose and confidence. Because without doing so, it'll look kind of sketchy like our initial sketch. And we don't want that. We want it to look clean and precise. So what I'm doing here is starting with his eyes, which are an oval shape. Now, the reason why I'm doing the eyes first is because I believe they're the central piece to the face. So what you're seeing me do there is try to redraw his eyes so they look more or less like perfect circles. And what I'm doing is copying and pasting his eye and essentially modifying it so it fits a little bit better. The reason I'm doing this is because if I were to try to redraw his eye again, but separately, it wouldn't look or match as much as it would if I were to copy and paste it. Next, what I'm doing is his mouth, which, as I already explained earlier, is pretty simple since it's just a bean shape with a rectangle and single curved line. Now, his face, which is the hardest part, at least that's what I consider the hardest part, is a big swooping line. And the reason why I do that one next is so I can essentially have a basis of where his chin is going to end and where I can start doing his ears and hairline. As for his hair, once again, I'm going to repeat, it's just a bunch of curved lines. What we see me having trouble with is that his hair is ending up kind of jagged, or it doesn't look smooth enough. So what I'm doing is essentially changing the smoothness of the pen or brush tool so I can get his hair right, which is what I stick with the rest of the drawing. And since I'm finishing up the rest of the piece, I can essentially say I'm completely done. And once you're done, what you want to do is get rid of your previous sketches so they don't show up. And in my case, what I'm doing is setting their opacity to 0.